All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Check 55, Mike. Check.
First down, Prescott. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Well, that's tough. You come in here, you dial up that pass play on the first play from scrimmage and get it picked.
And you know coaches always talk about we prepare for every eventuality. You don't even mention this as a possibility when you dial up that play, right? Instead, they throw a pick, and now they're behind the 8 ball on the road to get things going.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh. 61, matchbox lights.
Hey, switch gears. Check, crunch.
Hey, Charlie. Snap. Spike.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Go!
Now a give, right side. Chester, and he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Situation, let's go. Check.
80 weapon.
Twist.
Hey, wahoo! Go.
Now back to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Down. 18 Gator.
Check 56. I got you.
Defense.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down now, Chester. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Buying time to his left. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Ross on the return. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. It was Jordan Evans making the play defensively.
2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Check, there we go. 488. Watch it back. There we go, 47. Check. There we go, going to 53. Watch twist. There we go, going to 54, going to 54.
Throwing on 2nd down. Prescott completes it to Watt. And bulldozing through multiple tackles. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
Jordan Evans on the tackle. First down for Pittsburgh.
We're going to 53.
Hey, watch the slant. Hey, watch it. Hey,
We're going to 54. Wide in. Back. Hey, kill. Hey, 47. Under.
take it.
They just get the play off. Now Prescott. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. From 8 yards out as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
They're on 17-yard line.
Let's go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals. Right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Come on out here. Come get some.
Shoot.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run on first down. Chester. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 48-yard line. These two teams all tied after one.
Set. 10-2 stop.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Leo.
On first down, Chapman. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
15 line. 15 line.
Watch the flat.
Yep.
On second down, Chester. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Ready.
On third down, Chester. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
In my humble estimation, terrific work there defensively. Running backs trying to get wide, get to the sideline, and they beat him to the spot, forced him out of bounds, pretty close to the line of scrimmage.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Hey, Zoo.
55, Mike, 55. Man out. 55's Mike, guys, 55. Bang.
5.
They'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
8 read.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Open man there is Malone. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. That catch good for 5. It's third down. So third and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. And again this time to the tailback. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
Albert Rosas on for the field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
And the kick by Rosas is good. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone. Now a give, right side. Chester. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
56. Right here, right here. Tighten up, tighten up. Get it.
On second down now, it's Chapman, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year, and the Bengals have taken the lead. Rosas to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And they will be backed up deep as they'll have to start the drive from the 6-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
On first and 10, Prescott. And now Prescott is going to be taken down. He couldn't get away, and that's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Ooh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Bengals drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Down. 10 Lobo.
Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Looking to throw. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Watch the eye. Check.
They'll run on first down. Chester, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
4 down. 24 is the move.
Ready.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
That's how we do it.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Coming after you. 24 is the mic. Focus, defense, focus. 24 is the mic. Check tight end, check tight. Check tight.
Stand. Five.
He'll drop to throw. Try to lay one up deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Final play of the half. Prescott is going to float this over into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas, and he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
24 is the mic. Watch the pass. Watch the
Now.
pass.
2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
90, wolf.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Go. Lead grip.
On first down, Chester. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Ready? 15 line. 15 line. Protein spill.
Fresno. Switch.
Get it.
Back to throw here. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Let's go.
A gain on the play. And the Bengals first down.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Here we go. 70, Indy.
Shit. Watch out.
They'll run on first down. Chapman. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Set, ready? 8, read.
Check. 55 to Mike. Man, I got you.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Greystone, travel.
Check. 55, Mike. Come on, D. Mike, 55.
Hit it.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
60, Pittsburgh.
Hey, let's get some penetration here.
Yeah. Ready?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Roses now to add the PAT. And that will make this a 16-point lead. after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
You got 3 down.
46.
Now Prescott. It's complete to Watt. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, a 22. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. Toss play, Kamara. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. So now they operate back from their side of the field here, 2nd and long. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Jordan Evans in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 3rd and long for Prescott. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Washington, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
We're going to 54. 26.
Here's a toss coming right. And he'll wind up short of the goal line, so they will not be able to get this back within a score, as this remains a 10-point differential. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Continuing to fight for more. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th.
Down.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. Pilot, 64, weak.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Let's go. 10 Lobo.
Check 55 to Mike. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on,
Go. Say go.
On 2nd down, Chester. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Check 55, Mike. Hey. Mike 55, Mike 55. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Mike 55, Mike 55.
Yep. Deep grip.
He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 27-yard line. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Hey.
On 1st down, Chester. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Hey, exit. Check right. Watch it, watch run. Look at me. Zipper. Get it.
2nd and 13. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Devin Bush coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hatchet.
The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
24.
Hey, Delta.
24 is the mic. Here we go.
Hey, lock it.
Slam.
Hey.
Here comes the me.
Shoot.
They'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. T.J. Watt has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? 3rd and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Hey, Echo. Go.
Check it out, Reed. Check. Lucky.
Shift. Watch the shift. 6 guys. Seam 6. Now.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Kill.
Watch the slip.
Prescott looks to throw on first. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Prescott to throw it. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Here's Prescott. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Prescott. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Jordan Evans in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. To try again after the sack. Prescott. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Check 3.
Now Prescott. And pressure gets to him again. Carl Lawson. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down. Throwing. Prescott. And he's going to go down again. Jordan Evans. And that'll be just about all. All she wrote for this one.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. They try and run on 1st down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Gator. Come on, guys, get the ball. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
They'll keep it on the ground. Chester. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
Okay, ready? 70, Indy.
65, 65. 65.
Now, X3, ready?
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's got a man, complete. Give him 30 yards there. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Bengals, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.